Hello and welcome. Today we'll be talking about trigonometry. So what is trigonometry? Trigonometry is the branch of mathematics that studies the relationships between side lengths and angles of triangles. So here are the three functions you'd need to know in order to know trigonometry. So they are sine, cosine, and also tangent. So sine means opposite over hypotenuse. So whichever side is opposite to the angle over the hypotenuse of the triangle. So cosine, it means adjacent over hypotenuse. So which means whichever side is adjacent to the angle over the hypotenuse. And tangent, which means opposite over adjacent, or whichever side is opposite to the angle and whichever side is also adjacent to the angle, to the given angle. To make this functions easier, some people use the term SOHCAHTOA, which means for sine, S right here, sine is opposite over hypotenuse, and then cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, and then tangent is opposite over adjacent. So SOHCAHTOA. In the first example, you are given two values and are asked to find the value of A here. So how do you figure this answer out? Okay, so what you need to do is first to identify which function you need to use for this. So here they give you the angle, and then they give you, so what is the relationship between those three? So that would be 56, 13. So this is the hypotenuse. This is the adjacent to this. So which one has adjacent and hypotenuse, which is the cosine? So right here, you'd know that you'd need to use cosine. So the adjacent is A here, and then the hypotenuse, which is 13. So another way to do this would be to rearrange this to find the, you would need to rearrange this in order to find the value of A. So that would be 13 multiplied by cosine 56, and that will give you the value of A. So the value of A would be 7.26, but let's round that up to the 10th place. That would be 7.3, which will be equal to A. For the next question, you would need to find the relationship between these three. So here the angle is 5 degrees. So here would be the opposite of this angle, and here would be the adjacent. So which one has adjacent and opposite over adjacent? So it's tangent. So you'd need to use tangent for this. So tangent is opposite over, so it's x over 100. So as you did here, you'd also need to rearrange this. So this would be 100 multiplied by tangent 5 degrees in order to find the value of x. So x will be equal to 8.7. In the next question, you are given 25 degrees and 18 degrees, and you are asked to find the value of x. So first you need to find out the relationship between the three. So you are given the opposite here, and you're also given the adjacent. So here you would also need to find the tan, or tangent. So tangent, as we know, is opposite over adjacent. So the opposite here would be x, and the adjacent would be 18. So as you did in the last three, you'd also need to rearrange this. So 18 multiplied by tan 25 would give you the value of x. Here x would be equal to 8.4. In the next question, you are given 70 degrees and 15, and you're asked to find the value of x. Here you'd find the relationship 2. So here is the hypotenuse, and here is the adjacent to this angle. So adjacent over hypotenuse, that's the cosine. So you'd need to use cosine here. So this would be, adjacent would be 15 over the hypotenuse, which would be x. Here you'd also need to rearrange the problem so that it is, so it would be 15 divided by cosine 70, and that would be x. That would give you the value of x. So the value of x would be 43.9. That is all for this lesson. Thank you.